Hello guys, what is up? My name is Red Pianda and welcome back to constructing Ailuria. As you can probably see behind me, there is a little bit of a change to the wall. Let's have a look here. So I did some off-camera sort of grinding. So I've built this wall. It does stretch around there, but I haven't really textured that bit yet. So let's don't worry about that. But I decided to keep this rock in from the video, just terraformed the rock a little bit, made it look a little bit more better to fit in. I've added some anvils and some stone brick walls, just to make the sort of barrier slash whatever. And that stretches obviously the way over there. That is going to bug me. There we go. And then obviously, as you can see, I've made the paths a little bit wider because I was originally going to make them 3 blocks wide, so like this. And I just felt that felt a bit too small for like a city road sort of thing. I don't know what to call it. But yeah, so I've made them 5 blocks wide. This means I can then, if I want to, add trees in the middle. And people still have enough room to walk around. As with the 3 block ones, you're kind of like sort of cramped in a way. I might do that, I might not do that, it depends. I've extended the road a little bit as well. As you can see, it's going to curve around or curve up that way. These are only going to be sort of like the tightest curves, I think, for this like not suburban part of the city, but the more less busy part of the city in a way. Because the main city, that will have like 2-lane roads and that will be bustling with traffic. But this is just like the coast sort of it. But yeah, I've added some sort of temporary things to stop people from going over the unfinished roads and paths, and yeah, I got to fill all of that in with stone, which is going to be real fun. Yeah, I also got rid of that there as well. That took forever. But yeah, so in today's episode, as you can probably see, there is a red box here. This is where the first building is going to go. I'm thinking of doing this like a hotel restaurant sort of theme. So yeah, let's sort of get the floor plan done, because I think I want to do the floor plan first, and then I can then build it up on that. It is going to be a diagonal build, which is going to be fun for me. So let's see, where do we want the entrance? I think what we should do is we should have the entrance here. So we'd have it here, maybe, because we don't want it across the pathway here, we just want it sort of like in this bit here. So let's maybe extend this path out to be like that. I'd say maybe just do that. So yeah, we'll have the doorway here. I'll just place temporary doors for now. So doorway will be there. This will lead you into the main sort of reception area. Now I want to kind of do the reception as like a oval, like circle sort of thing. So if I maybe go back here, say, yeah, go back here. Go 5 to, we want to line this up, so we want to go there. So sort of maybe like that in a way. No, actually, probably not that way. Let's redo that. That looks terrible. This will be the restaurant, so I want to have the restaurant on the bottom floor. So let's make that a thing. Maybe what I could do is have elevators and stairs go here. So that will be elevators, stairs, so you've got like a sort of midsection here. Yeah, I think that will look cool. Elevators and stairs here. Just make this a little bit more wider. And then obviously for the restaurant, bar, whatever. Yeah, don't worry about these screenshots, by the way. Let me turn that off in my settings real quick. Notifications, there we go. Turn them off for now. Yeah, that's the only mod I use, by the way, is Essential. So That's the only mod I am using. As you can tell, no more. No, still no world edit. Not using it. Don't care how many people might say, oh, you should use world edit. Oh, you should do this. Nope, not gonna do it. I think the bar should be here. I'm gonna put a sign out. Just put bar. And then obviously this can be like a door for the people to go in. This can be sort of like the kitchen area, I suppose. So we can have this. I might actually just do that. And this can be like the kitchen area sort of bit. We probably want like a staff room as well. So let's make a staff room real quick. Let's see what we can do. Be a sort of an angled staff room in a way. We want like a walk-in freezer, I suppose, as well. So we'll make like that. But yeah, this can be like the staff room. So like, I'll just name this staff room. Walk-in freezer. We'll do walk-in. Yeah, we'll do walk-in freezer. I feel like that'll be a good idea. This will be the kitchen. So we've got a staff room. This will be the main restaurant. And then I'm thinking about here maybe sectioning it off. So having reception sort of here, maybe. Yeah, this can be reception. And this will be stairs and elevators. That's not how you spell elevators. There you go. Yeah, I think that's a good floor plan for now. Obviously, it will look better as it goes. Obviously, nothing's going to be exactly like this, but we can start maybe laying out the blocks that we might want to use. So let's see, what should we use? Let's go to building blocks. We kind of want like a nice base for this, so I'm more thinking of, could go stone bricks for the base, or even polished andesite. Polished andesite with some spruce lining, maybe? Could look nice together. If not, it could always use dark oak. So let's see how this goes. I'm gonna move this over here. Now, do I like that, or do I like this? I feel like the andesite clashes too much. Let's see if we can get another brick sort of texture. We could do chiseled tough bricks actually. I think this one might be a winner. Let's see. Yeah, that looks quite nice. Okay, right. So we've got our first block. So that's chiseled tough thing, and then let's see. Do we want it to be like that? Probably not. Do we want it like that? Yeah. Probably not. Let's see what we can do for the windows, maybe. Let's see. So we probably want to use glass panes here. So let's go white stained. White stained glass panes. There you go. So let's see. What do we want to do here? Try and find the block that I need. Do polished tough. Could do mud bricks maybe as like the pillars. So that'll be those things here. We could use those. Yeah, I think I'll use those. And then what we can do for the windows is, in fact, we can remove those. Let's see, could we use mangrove be a good solution here? That's not too bad. I wouldn't do that though. Let's stick with mud bricks for now. And see where we can go from there. I might change this to black stained glass. Do I want to change that to black stained? No, I quite like the white stained glass. It's quite a nice touch. I'll just make that for now. And then what we can do is we could place the trim above here. If it will be nice to work with me today. And what we can do is we can do some slab action. Now the slab, what I'm thinking of doing with the slab, for a deep stick tile slab, just going across the bottom here. Sort of giving it that, not like rustic beachside style, like more, you'll see what I mean. So let's see what we can do. Should we extend these down? Would that make it look better or worse? I don't mind it. We'll keep it for now. But it's more like, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that. What I might do here though is use spruce wood as a barrier. And then use these bricks for sort of the main sort of building style that I'll go with. So again, setting this as a trim. Yeah, I think that will look quite good. I think that will look quite good. Now, ceiling wise, probably want to have the ceiling here. So this probably isn't going to be the ceiling color. And then for the floor, I'll have, so you want to have 2 layers in your builds. That's why I've sort of done this. You want to have it sort of like set at 2 layers. So you can have a ceiling and you can have a floor, and it won't make a difference. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's go for maybe terracotta for the ceiling. Let's go white terracotta for the ceiling. That look nice in this sort of setting? Probably not. Let's go for maybe light grey. Yeah, light grey seems to work. So again, I'm just testing to see if this is actually what I want to do. Probably not going to be final. I'll probably change it in the next episode, maybe. But yeah, we'll just see how this looks as a ceiling, sort of, for the building. Should be tall enough. I'll just extend it actually back out here. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions or anything, please leave them in the comments and I'll read them, make sure to obviously attend to them. And then this can be the flooring, say for the sort of hotel part of things. So let's get this built, and then we can then see if this is definitely what we want to be doing with our sort of hotel like landscape, viewing the ocean sea. There's a couple of bees enjoying themselves. Look at them. But anyways, let's get back to building this, shall we? So let's do that. And then we want to add some trim. Now, what I mean by what I keep meaning by trim is like adding sort of like windowsills, sort of things that you might not see very, like, not rarely, but things that you'll see in real life. So if I go up here and let's make our, I could do, I'm trying to think how big I want the rooms to be. Because I want them to have like their own like inner wall. So I might go with that. I might go white terracotta for the inner wall. So I want to have like a separate wall inside. And yes, that does mean I'm doubling up the walls, but it's fine. Trust me, it's fine. So let's see. How do we wanna do this? Maybe what we can do is these can be single rooms. So the single rooms can have like let's see. I don't really like that. That's not really, no, that's not what I like. That's not what I like. Let's try maybe, yeah, I think that works a little bit better. And then for the top, we will do this, because then that means we can then have the ceiling above. So let's do that. And what we could do, in fact, make it so it doesn't look like that. We could use those shelves. Let's put shelves like there. We could have them go down. Is that too much or too less? No, that might be too much. I definitely want to add sort of like a windowsill sort of thing. So let me grab. Maybe not like that. Let's maybe have the stairs instead. Where's the stairs? There they are. No, let's just do that. And we can have like flower pot and things just with nothing else. Yeah, I quite like that. Obviously I've got to mimic this all the way through, so let's see how well we do. So this will be a single room as stated before, so if I just, I'm not caring about the trims completely at the moment. Just gonna see if I can get a general layout. Yeah, what's the time looking like? Oh, we're fine for time. So let's see. So we probably want a bed, say here. So yeah, let me probably want a bed like here. We'll have the bathroom come out to about there, maybe. I'll extend it by one more block. Bathroom can be there, and then this can be the hallway. So then you've got the wall. I'd probably say actually set that wall back one more. It's not going to be like a massive hotel where it's going to be all fancy and all like rich. It's going to be one of your standard hotels. And if you live in the UK, obviously Premier Inn is a big one for hotels like this. I might just change that to... Let's change this to pale oak door. And we can then extend this over here. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Obviously we can do that, going the whole way around. Let's build this up just a little bit more so it doesn't look too ugly. Yeah, so something like that I think would look quite nice. We can even add, in fact, why not, let's add another window here. We love the light. We love the light. So let's just quickly build this up. Very spacious in here. Very hotel-like in a way. I want to leave this sort of the same color. Like I don't want to change this wall because it gives the room a little bit of sort of character. Same in the bathroom. Just give it a bit of character. Yeah, that's what the rooms are going to be like. So I suppose I better make this on the other side. So we have, let's do this with red wool. just so I can get this right. Now this one might be a little bit more squished actually because of the angle. So I might have to move this one out by a block, which isn't too bad. So it goes 4 across here. So we've got, sorry, I'm just gonna have to lay this out because my brain is not working today. Okay, so you've got the door there. And then this one needs to go across like that, I suppose. It's a little tricky when you're working with angles, but you soon get the hang of it. So let's just quickly do all that. And then, right, so you walk in. So that's that wall there. What I might do actually, just to make this look a little bit less weird, raise this up by 1. Then we can do that like that. Yeah, so that's got that window there. Then I believe you want the window. The 3-block window is straight in front of the door, like this. So that's what the 3-block window looks like. I will just quickly place this there. One goes there. This will be bricked. Just do that. And then I think it's right next to it. Yeah, right next to it. We got the double window. Yeah. Again, these could be single bedrooms, these could be doubles. I don't really know, to be honest. So, yeah, we've got a block in between. And that's where that finishes. So let's quickly see if I laid this out correctly. If not, I'm going to be extremely sad. So you walk in through the door. This has got a 3-block. So 1, 2, 3. Is that including the doorway? It is. Obviously that will have its own thing there. Ooh, this does look a little bit weird. Let's maybe move this back 1. Just so then we then have enough room for the bed, which will be here. Yes, yeah, I think that's a good idea. And then obviously we can then duplicate that up the floor, so I can keep doing that basically. Let's add some more decorations outside, so we are getting a little bit time crunched right now. So let's see, we want probably some of those there. Let's get some, I could do actually, I might just do this. Yeah, I think that looks nice. And then obviously we'll have the shelves come across. Have them come across. Yeah, let's go there and there. What we could do to even make this look a little bit more sort of laid out properly, just remove that. Let's add that to sort of. No, probably not. Let's not do that. Just add it on the corners. And we'll have to place a block here and then extend it back through here. Yeah, I think that's not looking too bad, in my opinion. That's quite good. I might do a little bit of the. Yeah, I might place some bushes down here, so I'll use moss for this one. Because I want this city to be sort of like a green city. I don't want it to be like, oh, there's no leaves and they don't care about their vegetation, they don't care about much. But I think having sort of some variation of like different flowers, different sorts of flower beds and things, it can go like a long way, really. Let's see what we can do. Let's go for a natural blocks. Let's see what we can go for. Let's go for a blue orchid maybe here. And let's go for blue one, maybe a daisy. Let's have a daisy in the middle. And we'll use another torch flower to go there. But yeah, that's looking quite nice. Obviously it's not finished, nowhere near finished at the moment. But I bet you by the end of, well, by the time this is done, basically tomorrow you should see this whole building basically nearly finished. I won't furnish it, I won't do anything, but the exterior should be fully finished by tomorrow. So I believe that's it for me today. That is time, so just wrapping it up. And I'll see you guys later. It has been Red Pianda. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you obviously want to see more content like this. I will be posting every day. I stick to my word. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode of Constructing Ailuria. Other than that, I will see you later. Probably said that way too many times. But yeah, goodbye guys.